Is the placement of your exposures and your discards giving information away? That's today's Daily Talk of the Tile for July 27th, 2025. We're going to continue on with our discussion of tells and moving on to discards and exposures. There is no rule that you have to display exposures in the same order of the card. A great strategy is to place exposures in order as you call them, from the left with your first exposure to the right as you call additional discards. So first put your first exposure to the far left, then in another turn you call and make it a second exposure, put that to the right, and continue on. It's courteous to keep a space between exposures. However, some players consider it a strategy. What are your thoughts? Placing exposures in the order from left to right and not the order of the card can throw players off from easier recognition of what hand you might be playing. An exposure of 4 nines, think of it. You see 4 nines on someone's left part of the rack. That might make you think of like numbers hand, or maybe a 3-6-9 hand that has like kongs or pungs. Maybe that might make you not think of a 3-6-9 in order hand, or a consecutive run, or a 1-3-5-7-9, where the 9 is at the end of the hand. Of course, some players might take it to another level and change placement each game just to throw off other players. We've touched on this yesterday. Where are the tiles in the sloping part of your rack? And now we're combining the two. If player A calls an 8 dot, places it on the flat top part of the rack, and adds 8 dots from the left part of the sloping rack, what does that tell you? Other players might assume they're doing it any like numbers rather than a 2-4-6-8. It can throw players off if you're able to keep tiles not in order of the hand within the sloping part of your rack. What about discards on the table? Now, in some online games, they line them up, but that's not intended for in-person play. It's a good idea not to discard all your tiles right in front of your rack. For in-person games, you should place them randomly around the table. And another little thing, don't try to line them up with the other same tile. We notice that sometimes players will try to match their discard to the prior discard of that same 2 dot and put it with another 2 dot. There's no need to do that. If you place all your discards in front of you, players can easily remember what you don't need. This can give insight into what hand you're playing and tiles you need. It's especially important when your exposures indicate maybe 1 or 2 hands and your discards are further clarifying which hand you're going for. Moving on to today's hand of the day. This is hand number 3 in that singles and pairs section. It's a pair of 3s, a pair of 6s, and a pair of 9s in one suit, a pair of 3s, pair of 6, a pair of 9 in a second suit, and then a pair of either's 3, 6, or 9. So you have the pair could be either 3, 6, or 9 in that third suit. Once again, concealed hand, no jokers, concealed by definition being in the singles and pairs section. Note that even though those 3, 6, 9 groupings are pushed together, no jokers, because they are not. That would actually be 2, 4, 6. That would actually be a sextet if it was all the same identical tile. But they are not. There are groups of pairs, so no jokers. If you're looking to learn to play Canasta, a Learn to Play virtual series is starting soon, August 4th. We hope you'll sign up soon and join us. Can attend live. The recordings will be available for 1 month for registered students. Additionally, we're hoping you'll join us at our Canasta convention October 11th and 12th at the Honors Bridge Club. For more information, email us at modernamericancanasta.com or visit our website. Our Pinstripes events are back September 10th in Orlando and September 18th in Aventura. We hope you'll join us. Clive Daniel events are starting in November. November 5th, we have our event in Fort Myers, November 6th in Naples. And speaking of Naples, we are currently also organizing an event during the day in Naples. If you have a venue, a club, a corporate office, if you have something that would like to have a strategy session or a team building or a social event, send us an email at modernmahjong@gmail.com. And November 12th, we have our Boca event. We hope you enjoy these daily talk of the tiles and comment below, or send us an email at modernmahjong@gmail.com if you have other information you'd like us to go into. If you're not following us yet, what are you waiting out on? We have really important information that we share based on official rules. Like, comment, save, and most importantly, share so we can all play with confidence. With that, we hope you have a great day. and of course, a great game.